Tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter, an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in a joint. A man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Could've went pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a Glock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other die. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in the rage, and baby I'm sorry was all over the stage. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police. Now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything. Give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life. But first let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor the woman is driving me crazy. Then he swore up and down she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. Saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up in all of the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him, and Mama said that that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say I'm sure she loves to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell done broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light, driving real wild. Now meanwhile, in this ain't fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy, she calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant, and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police. She takes the highway, it'll get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase less than forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him, oh man, oh man. Now he starts panicking, Rachel's driving. So excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming for the call. Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting close. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. Turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel noticed this car coming and yells out, speed. Out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your girl Casey McDaniel coming to you this evening, just thanking the Lord for allowing us to live another day and allowing us to be able to be on this earth, above and not beneath, giving God thanks for his goodness, mercy, favor, also his grace, because God is so good. Each and every day he's pouring something new and new into our lives, and I'm just so grateful. I just haven't been able to come on here as much as I would love to have come on here. So throughout the day, I just be writing things, keeping notes, and trying to reach minds out there to help in this fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Don't He's been through so much in his battle for the last 6 years. I have never seen anybody been treated so wrong by our justice system the way I have seen things have been done to Robert Sylvester Kelly. It took me 6 years of research. 6 years, okay, of the things that I have been posting and been talking about in this man's fight for his freedom. A miscarriage of justice, corruption, and all the things that has been happening in behind his legal battle. Okay. Everybody can't talk on this subject, because some people, they don't really have R. Kelly really truly in their best interest. They really don't. Some people just want to get out there and just say anything that comes out of their mouth without really doing a thorough research. They still stuck in their mind over things that happened 30 something years ago. To me, that's insanity. Okay? To me, that's insanity, because something that somebody done 30 years ago should not be who they are in front of you today. That's 30 years ago. 30 years. Okay? Get over it and move forward. I love me some R. Kelly, and I believe I will always fight for what's right for R. Kelly. I will always fight for truth. Just put it that way. I will always put truth in front of me. And the thing is, I've never been in this man's personal space. I'm just a fan, a supporter, but I believe in his innocence. I believe in truth, and truth is justice. And I can't listen to a lot of people that come out to speak on his behalf, because they seem to be flip flopping. They seem to have no real true faith, because they keep looking back in his past when he was just a young man who made maybe some bad choices. And if people could keep looking back in your past of what you did when you was in your foolishness of your youth, none of us can get ahead. It sickens me to my heart when I heard Dr. Umar Johnson, this man that's a Pan African and so pro black and so for what's right for the black man in America, and the way he got on a platform and spoke the things he has spoken about R. Kelly, it was just so misleading to me. It was so like he wanted to really not get involved with the truth. He just seemed like he wanted to really try to make it look good for him and not really for Robert Sylvester Kelly. He was underlining a whole lot of stuff. Fakeness, you know, still in all. I live in a state where he's supposed to, Dr. Umar Johnson is supposed to be building a school. How long have the school been supposed to been built? Where have all the money gone from all the platforms he sat on and he spoke on this school to be built, and the support and the people that's supposed to be sending all kind of help to support this man's mission? How many years has been, y'all? A cousin of mine, I have cousins that are very constructive, and they're in the work of um doing air conditions, heating systems, also electricians, even some carpentry. They live in Jersey. They actually reached out to Dr. Umar and offered to support his work and his mission to do work for his school that he's supposed to be building out there in Georgetown in Delaware. These people came, uh, offering their support and their help. And I had asked them, have they ever heard? They said Dr. Omar never responded. He never responded to these men that were offering, my cousins, that were offering to bring their gifts and they skill to help him complete his mission. They never heard back from Dr. Umar. They reached out to him and they said they was not looking for him to pay them because they believed in his mission and his dream or whatever he was about to do. Dr. Umar Johnson is a con artist. Okay? He is not looking to build any school. He's looking just to get con you out of your money, and he's a good hustler. So he has no real true credibility. And he has no real place in the black community to talk about Robert Sylvester Kelly. And there's been other things about him, scandal about him as well, as a father, a failed father, a man who never married and had children out of wedlock, and playing on this Pan African shit. Okay? Even Africans from their native country believe in marriage. They believe in marriage. One thing Dr. Umar can BS me about is that even if they're going to marry in a polygamy and they believe in polygamy or whatever, they believe in marriage to their wives, and also to make sure that every last one of their children are taken care of. They don't believe in not making sure their children are cared for. Is it one of the top most important things that these Africans believe in their polygamous marriage is that they are wealthy enough to take care of their families and to take care of their wives and their children, to be in a polygamous marriage. Okay? Do your research. My ex husband was a Nigerian from the Igbo tribe. Okay? That's how I know these things. When they marry, they believe in family first and those values. And even if they believe in a potential wife, they're going to make sure she's cared for. and make sure they pay for her housing, feeding her, educating her, in the whole nine. Because one thing they believe in, and one day they're not going to be here. But one thing, what's going to be left behind of them is that they want to make sure they build a strong village. And they want to make sure their children in their bloodline is going to be successful and never want for anything, because they're going to always have something that they know about who bloodline they belong to. And that's one thing in the culture of African. And the thing about Dr. Umar is he exploit them and he make it seem like African men are primitive. That they just go around and make babies and don't even feed them. You cannot listen to that BS American breed black man, okay, who comes from a lineage of slaves. But we could get into that conversation later about the lineage of children of slaves, who they are. Okay? Their blood is rich as well, but how they became slaves. And that's something that is very mystery. Is a mystery to that. So deep. He traced his lineage to supposed to be his father is I gotta go back and find out that he's building his school on the names of these men that's supposed to be his lineage. These great black men who fought against slavery, who overcame the adversities that they had in their life or whatever. We gonna go back and we're gonna find out about Dr. Umar Johnson, okay? I don't even think his family even associates with him, connects with him. He's just a lost soul trying to find where he can basically survive of being who he is. So anyway, right here I got this photo up of Brew Brentley. This is R. Kelly's new defense. This is R. Kelly's attorney who's taken over R. Kelly's case. But there's been some shady stuff behind his history of his life as a attorney. But regardless of all of that, I'm not going into this man's history of his life, of his throughout his career in his legal works. But we all know that people like to come around and game off of R. Kelly, and once they know they working with R. Kelly, that's how they're gonna win their name out there and do what they gonna do or whatever for to get R. Kelly out of prison and to get R. Kelly some justice. I believe in R. Kelly, and God believes. I believe in God, and I believe that anything is possible. Anything is possible as long as I have keep the faith and I know that God is able. God is able to do all things but fail. Okay? God is able to do. Hi Frankie, how you doing? Glad you here, sis. God is able to do all things but fail. And those are the things that we need to know is that God is able. Okay? And that's what's mostly important to me is that God is able. I've been praying in steadfast in prayer for Robert Sylvester Kelly, praying that somebody will come across everything that I have been putting out there to the public, that somebody going to catch sight of it. Yes, I will be sending out some letters, court TV. I will also be writing to Cash Patel and a whole lot of other people to please review R. Kelly's case. And I wanted to just come here to say I want everybody to be who's here for R. Kelly to do the same. Please review R. Kelly's case. Please give this man another chance. Please overlook these things that these people have accused him of. And I'm working on it, y'all. And I just want y'all to know that I am definitely working on talking to Bo, whatever his name is, Bew or Bo, Brentley, also talking with R. Kelly's legal team, Jennifer Bonjean, and everybody else I could get in contact with. That we are going to not give up. We are going to continue to fight for the truth. Okay? Fight for justice for R. Kelly. He's been through enough. And we are his fans and his supporters. We're going to continue to stay strong in this fight. I know I'm not giving up on R. Kelly. I have nothing to lose. Trust me. I'm a struggling, poor, working class woman. I have nothing to lose. I've been a fan of this man's work from the time this man made the beginning of his debut, of who, when he introduced himself through his music, and then I enjoyed every song that he has ever written. So I'm not giving up on R. Kelly. Not no news is good news, but I'm still gonna stay in the fight for R. Kelly, and we're gonna get to the truth, and we're gonna find out who's really behind all of this scandal. I don't know, Sony, Lifetime, whoever, that why this man is not given another chance. Because it was just so obvious from even when Azarel was on a trial with R. Kelly in New York, when she never was connected to R. Kelly in New York. She was connected to R. Kelly from Florida to Chicago. So why was she on the, it's just so many things that's there to show that they were just stacking a case to find a way to use some kind of way in their justice system. Okay, a way to destroy this man's life and to lock him up and silence him. Somebody, the truth is going to come out because eventually you can't bury a lie. That's why whoever they sent in there to take R. Kelly out was able to tell R. Kelly what was happening to save R. Kelly. See, you can't touch a child of God. Touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. And the thing is whoever's trying to hide whatever it is, it's going to come out. Before R. Kelly ever closes his eyes or be laid to his grave, the truth is going to reveal. It's going to come out. Because ain't no way he's been faced with that much danger and people coming after his life that these people could not go along in doing and completing the assignment. These people were offered life. These people were doing life in prison. And they were actually offered to be out of jail and live their life, the rest of their life, would be around their loved ones and everything. And they couldn't go along with the mission to take out R. Kelly. And had to even tell who sent them was the government. So that speaks a whole lot. God got his hands in this. You are not going to put your hands on my servant. You will not put my servant silent. You will not take him out so you can bury your secrets. Because that's why I say we're going to stay strong, stay vigilant in this fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly. And we're going to continue to pray that God continue to cover the people that are working on his defense, his legal team, Bo Brentley, Jennifer Bonjean, and all the rest of them who knows that R. Kelly is innocent. And the judges keep trying to keep his file as a cold as something that they want to ignore. They just want to ignore it. But it's gonna come out. You cannot bury the truth. You fighting up against something more powerful than any man on this earth. And that's God. And that's who R. Kelly belongs to. And the truth will be revealed. So we're going to keep you, Brentley, and I'm just saying to R. Kelly supporters out here, his real supporters, please hit the like button. His real supporters out here, don't listen to some of these people on these platforms. These ones that keep making you feel so uncertain, so unsure, so pessimistic, so like, oh, don't listen to those people. The truth is gonna come out. They don't have any walk with God. They not the truth. I'm speaking the truth to you. We more closer to it than you can imagine. God didn't bring us this far to forsake us. And when that day come, what a rejoice is gonna be. We more closer than you can believe. So with that being said, y'all, God bless you. Your girl KC, I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But I just said I was gonna come here and talk on let's keep R. Kelly's defense team in our prayers. Keep them covered in the blood of Jesus, Lord. As they walk in to speak on his behalf, may you be sitting right there with them. Because I know, God, you are able to do all things but fail. All things but fail. I trust and believe in nothing but the works of the Lord has got his hands in this fight. Because he didn't bring us this far to forsake any of us that believe and trust in the justice for R. Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly, let's call on his name. He's still here with us, y'all. And that's a blessing. So, with that being said, y'all, I gotta go. God bless you. Be safe. I love you. Until we meet again, take care of yourself and